Hey YouTube, this is Matthew, and I got some Nintendo news for you guys. It seems Nintendo has released their financial status for actually July through September, and it turns out the Wii U is finally making a profit. Not a large profit, but nonetheless, it is a profit. It's a small profit. They didn't give the exact numbers, but it is a profit. Um, so I'm just gonna talk to you guys about why I think Nintendo is finally getting a profit margin with the Wii U. Starting with close up. Starting with how poorly Sony and Microsoft is marketing their PlayStation 4 and Xbox One right now. Nintendo, on the other hand, is skillfully marketing their Wii U games, like very strategically marketing them. I'm really surprised. I seen some of the trailers. I seen some of the interviews with some Nintendo developers and stuff like that. And if you look at how Sony and Microsoft is marketing their consoles and marketing their softwares, their games and stuff like that, they just like those developers just seem to be like, whoo, stressed out of their thing. Like when you see them talking about Assassin's Creed Unity and then Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Battlefield Hardline, it's like the pressure is on. Why is that? My opinion, roughly, is because Xbox One and PlayStation 4 do not have a lot of softwares to choose from, while Nintendo, on the other hand, has a much higher diverse library of games, more diverse than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Sony and Microsoft has really crunched themselves in into a software crisis, which is they're not diverse. They're only, they only have games for hardcore gamers. But even hardcore gamers like to play lighthearted games once in a while. Sometimes they want to put down the Call of Duty, put down the Battlefield, put down the Assassin's Creed, and play a light-hearted game. This is where Nintendo shines. Nintendo has more diversity in games, and that is why people are starting to realize that the Wii U actually has a place in this latest generation. I'm I mean, yes, graphically, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One technically are graphically better than the Wii U on paper. On paper. But Sony and Microsoft, the developers, are still, fine tuning, and they still have not reached that maximum performance level that the PS4 and Xbox One can actually handle. While on the Wii U, a lot of the Wii U games look a lot better than some of the Xbox and PlayStation 4 games. I mean, look at Bayonetta. Look how beautiful Bayonetta looks. Even the remake of the first Bayonetta, look how beautiful it looks. The style art, everything about the game is just beautifully styled. I mean, graphic wise, some Bayonetta 2, graphic wise, looks actually better than some of the PS4 titles in my opinion. Um, but Nintendo has really grown into this diverse library of actually games that are available for actually the Wii U, and a lot of consumers, in my opinion, are starting to open their eyes and look like, okay, the Wii U has a lot more to offer than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One at this moment. And actually, I think that is a real, that I think uh, that's a real good place for Nintendo right now, and that's why the Nintendo Wii U is slowly making a profit. I mean, we all know Nintendo's dominating the handheld department. The 3DS, the 2DS are just killing Sony right now. They're just, Nintendo's just dominating on the handheld market. I mean, there's still more people playing actually their 3DS than any other handheld consoles. Even some adults are playing 3DS right now. But you know, but Nintendo, the only I mean, they dominated last generation with the Wii, and a lot of people were surprised, and they were like, "Oh, why? Oh, okay, how the hell did Nintendo win last generation?" And it's the same strategy they are actually implementing this generation. Um, yes, their hardwares are technically by sheet paper inferior to basically Sony and actually Microsoft, but they're they're actually diverse library of games. I mean, if you look at the Wii, there were so many games on the Wii. It wasn't funny. Like there is a crap load of games on the Wii, on the original Wii. It's just insane how many games are on the Wii. It's insane, and basically the Wii had more games to choose from than actually the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Sorry, guys. There were more games available for actually the Wii than on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and the Wii slowly gained ground, and they slowly took over. It took them a while, but they slowly won because of their large diversity of games. And that is what Nintendo needs to continue to do. They need to continue to bring out this diversity of actually games that's actually how they won last generation. Yes, the Wii U is not as technically on paper is not as powerful as actually the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but it is their actually diverse library of actually games. They have games for everybody. And actually, if you look at Nintendo's lineup for 2015 and 2016, it's an impressive lineup, and I feel it's more impressive than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One lineup. Yes, I'm in the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. They do have great games coming out, but the Wii U has more diverse games, and actually financially, that's what a lot of the consumers they're actually going actually to look for is diversity. How much can I get for my money? Because if all I'm getting is Call of Duty and Battlefield, then basically the PS4 is not really worth that money. Because eventually you're gonna get bored of it, and then what's there left? That is the problem that Sony and Microsoft are having. They don't have a large diverse of games, and that is why, in my opinion, the Wii U finally made a profit this. This season is because of their diverse games. Yes, they have Call of Duty. They have Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 2 for your hardcore Call of Duty fans. And a lot of people say it is enjoyable on the Wii. On actually the Wii U. I don't have a Wii U, so I can't really say, but from the videos and from people's comments, it is enjoyable on the Wii U. Actually on Pro Controller, they say it feels just as good as the PlayStation and Xbox counterparts. So they do have hardcore. They do have Assassin's Creed on the Wii U. I believe they have Assassin's Creed 3 and 4. So they have hardcore games, and of course they have the new Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 2 is the first Nintendo game that has been recommended for Game of the Year, and I think it's a beautifully wonderful choice. Bayonetta 2 is just awesome. There you have it, guys. The Wii U is finally making a profit. What do you guys comment? Are you guys Nintendo fans? Are you guys Sony fans? Do you guys feel that Nintendo will just, even though they're making a profit, they still won't actually recover? A lot of fans, even diehard Nintendo fans, are slowly starting to actually waver. It was like, it's about time we're making a profit, but it's not good enough. It's still too early to tell. The console wars has just started. Yes, the Wii U had a head start, but last year Xbox 360 had a head start, and actually undated when the PlayStation 3 had a late start. And even though they came, relatively close, Nintendo still took it. Can they do it again? I say they can. They just need to continue to give out diverse games and just not and just um pretty much just take out diverse games. I mean, all in all, people buy gaming consoles. They buy it to play games. So basically, the console is useless without the games to back it up. And I think that's where Sony and Microsoft has really downfall. They're really focusing on the consoles itself and not on the developers. And not letting the developers develop proper games for it. So there you have it, guys. Nintendo has finally made a profit. Comment below. Are you guys excited? Comment below. Like, dislike. And as always, guys, have an awesome day.